The secret wedding that shook Asia. Hyo-joo and Kang Dong-won's hidden love story in the Philippines. The entertainment world has seen many surprises, whirlwind romances, secret engagements, unexpected breakups, but nothing could have prepared fans for this. Overnight, the internet was thrown into chaos when a set of blurry, shaky photos began circulating online, claiming that South Korean actress Hyo-joo had just held a secret wedding in the Philippines. At first, people laughed it off. The idea that one of Korea's most private, elegant stars would secretly marry abroad sounded like a fever dream. But within hours, that dream turned into a firestorm. Social media timelines filled with speculation, hashtags exploded across Asian platforms, and every entertainment outlet, from Seoul to Manila, scrambled to uncover the truth. What started as an anonymous post became one of the most sensational celebrity mysteries of the year. Tornado, a storm of rumors. The first images showed a woman in a delicate white gown, face partly hidden under a lace veil, stepping out of a black limousine surrounded by tight security. Beside her was a tall man in a dark suit, his face blurred, his movements careful and reserved. The setting appeared to be a luxurious beachfront resort in Cebu, an island famous for hosting private ceremonies for royalty, political elites, and billionaires. Whispers quickly turned into headlines. Hyo-joo marries a Filipino billionaire in secret. Within hours, the rumor had spread across Korea, Japan, the Philippines, and even Western entertainment blogs. Fans rushed to analyze every pixel of the photos, the bride's gown, the groom's watch, the flickering candles along the aisle. Everything pointed to one conclusion: Hyo-joo had married one of the richest men in the Philippines. Desert Island, the mystery of the Cebu resort. According to early reports, the resort had been fully booked under an undisclosed private party. Locals claimed to have seen limousines, black vans, private bodyguards, and even a private jet arriving at a nearby airstrip just hours before the ceremony. Security was unusually tight. Guests were reportedly required to surrender phones at the entrance and use coded passes for access. A staff member later told local reporters anonymously, "It felt less like a wedding and more like a secret mission." That single quote became the spark that fueled the wildfire of speculation. Woman detective clues and contradictions. Witnesses described guests who looked like prominent businessmen and politicians from Manila and Cebu. The wedding planner, allegedly one of Asia's most sought-after event designers, was known for organizing ceremonies for billionaire families and royal heirs. Every piece fit the puzzle, at least on the surface. A 30-second video clip then surfaced online. It showed the bride walking slowly under candlelit lanterns, escorted into what appeared to be a private hall. The camera briefly caught the groom's wrist, adorned with a rare platinum luxury watch, a model so exclusive that only a handful of Asian CEOs were known to own it. The evidence was compelling, and fans were convinced. It has to be true. Hyo-joo married a Filipino tycoon. Headlines flooded in. Speculative YouTube videos gained millions of views within hours. But then, things began to unravel. Magnifying glass tilted left a twist in the details. A group of sharp-eyed fans started dissecting the footage frame by frame. Something didn't add up. The groom's posture was slightly different from the rumored billionaire's. The walk, the tilt of the head, the shoulder shape, all didn't match. Others noticed that the bride's gown wasn't the type associated with Western luxury houses. Instead, it had the distinctive embroidery style of a Korean designer, one favored by actresses for red carpet events. Then came the game-changing observation. A fan zoomed in on a still image from the video and noticed a familiar side profile, one that looked strikingly similar to Kang Dong-won, the beloved Korean actor. That was when everything flipped. Lightbulb from billionaire scandal to Korean love story. In less than an hour, the internet changed its entire narrative. The groom was no longer a Filipino tycoon. He was possibly Kang Dong-won, one of Korea's most respected actors. Fans rushed to compare photos. The jawline, the hands, the broad shoulders, even the height ratio beside Hyo-joo. Every detail seemed to match perfectly. People began connecting the dots, their past appearances together, their rumored chemistry at a film festival, the way they often praised each other in interviews without ever sounding flirtatious. Had they been secretly dating all this time? The possibility was too romantic to ignore. Firecracker, the breaking confirmation. Then came the exclusive bombshell from one of Korea's largest entertainment news outlets. Quoting a source close to Hyo-joo, the article stated, "The groom is not a Filipino businessman. The man in the video is Kang Dong-won." The internet exploded, again. Only this time, it wasn't confusion or disbelief. It was pure euphoria. Fans flooded social media with joyful reactions, calling it the plot twist of the century. Suddenly, the story transformed from a billionaire scandal to a real-life K-drama, two of Korea's most private stars secretly in love, quietly marrying under the tropical sunset. The truth behind the secret ceremony. Later that evening, both agencies released a short, carefully worded statement. Hyo-joo and Kang Dong-won held a private wedding ceremony overseas with close family and friends. That was it. No details, no photos, no grand press release. Just a single sentence that sent shockwaves through the entertainment world. And somehow, that simplicity made it even more beautiful. It wasn't a publicity stunt. It wasn't a PR strategy. It was real, raw, intimate, and deeply personal. Sources revealed that the couple chose the Philippines for its privacy. Korean media and paparazzi couldn't easily access the island. Every aspect of the event, from the guest list to the venue payments, had been handled through corporate intermediaries to conceal their identities. Even resort staff had been asked to sign strict confidentiality agreements weeks before the wedding. This wasn't an accident. It was a masterclass in secrecy. Sparkling heart, the world reacts. The revelation sent fans into an emotional frenzy. Hashtags like hashtag Hyo-joo wedding, hashtag Kang Dong-won, and hashtag secret K-drama love topped Twitter trends in Korea, Japan, Thailand, and the Philippines. Some fans cried with joy. Others expressed awe at how the couple managed to protect their relationship from the prying eyes of the world for so long. "Not every secret hides a scandal," one fan wrote. "Sometimes, it protects something too precious to expose." People called it the most romantic secret wedding in K-ant history. Others compared it to a real-life film, the perfect slow-burn romance where love wins quietly, away from the cameras. Sunrise, the aftermath. Love over rumors. In the days that followed, the frenzy slowly transformed into admiration. News outlets ran retrospectives of both actors' careers, emphasizing how they had always valued humility, professionalism, and privacy. Even fellow celebrities expressed their quiet congratulations. One veteran actor commented anonymously, "They both have endured fame with grace. If anyone deserves a love this peaceful, it's them." Meanwhile, fans began circulating a poetic phrase that quickly went viral. The sun set in the Philippines, but it rose for love in Korea. Dove, the perfect ending. From a scandalous rumor about a billionaire groom to the heartwarming revelation of a real love story, Hyo-joo and Kang Dong-won's secret wedding became a modern fairy tale. Their decision to keep it private wasn't about shame or secrecy, it was about preserving something real in a world that consumes every piece of celebrity life. In the end, fans didn't just celebrate their marriage, they celebrated their courage. Courage to love quietly. Courage to protect happiness from noise. Courage to be real in an industry built on illusion. As one viral comment perfectly summarized it, "It wasn't a secret wedding. It was a silent promise, made in a world too loud to hear it." Sparkle's final words. Hyo-joo's alleged billionaire wedding turned out to be the most beautiful plot twist in entertainment history. The story had everything: mystery, romance, scandal, and truth. But most importantly, it reminded everyone why fans fall in love with stars like them. Not for their fame, but for their humanity. In the golden light of a Philippine sunset, two of Korea's brightest stars said yes, not for the cameras, but for themselves. And somewhere in that quiet moment, far from the chaos of social media, the world's noisiest rumor became the most romantic secret in K-drama history.